stood in front of the elevators and pressed the buttons, of course, for the elevators to stop at that floor. And there they are standing, no expression, stark naked, right? Three groupies and these three guys, with their and the elevator would, and then you understand this is 1968, right? I mean, this is cutting edge stuff. The elevator would come up, the door would open, the people would go. The door would close, it would go up, the elevator would come back down, the door would open, the people were still in the elevator. They came back to see if what they had seen they'd actually seen.
I know.
Right? Anyway, the next morning, the equipment guys are hungover. They don't know where they parked the equipment truck. Jimmy's kind of hungover, and I go to Jimmy's room, and he says, "What am I going to do?" I said, Jimmy, it's your return to Garfield. Why don't we just go in? I said, I'll call Frank real quick, tell him there isn't going to be any music. But I said, because it is a pep assembly. So I said, then I'll introduce you, and then you can tell a little bit about how your career, you went to London and so on, and then maybe do a thing where you answer questions of people and so on. It's a big deal. Okay. So now, there we are in the gym with the student body at Garfield, and they do their cheers, and then they introduce me, and I do a brief description of what Jimmy is doing, when he went to Garfield and so on, and how thrilling it is for him to be back in the hallways and in the school where he attended, and I talk about how giant he is in Europe and so on and so forth. And so I said, so now let's welcome Jimi Hendrix. So Jimmy comes on and goes to the microphone, and I can tell he's frozen already. And I said, "Here's Jimmy again." And Jimmy says, "Well, I'm glad to see you're still doing the purple and white thing. Purple and white, fight, fight." And there's this pause.
Oh no.
He's locked up. So I grab the microphone and I say, Jimmy, I said, I do a little bit about his career again. And I said, he's a great stardom, and many of you want to go forward in life and achieve great and so on. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask Jimmy? And there's a long pause because the crowd is kind of like, what the hell is going on anyway? One of the cheerleaders politely fills in the gap. She stands and says, "Mr. Hendrix," she says, "how do you write a song?" And Jimmy says, "I have to go out and get in the limousine and get to the airport. I'm doing San Francisco this afternoon. And when I go out the door and get in the limousine, like always happens when the assembly's over, the bell will ring. And as I get in the car and hear that bell ringing, I'll be able to write a song. Thank you."
Wow.
Out the door he went.